amendments in Finance Act 2019, and the amendment happened, a new topic was introduced, concept of RDB, rupee denominated bonds. Provision हटा दो. Rupee denominated bonds was introduced. Amendment in Finance Act 2019. We have 3 trees. उसमें the first tree is 5th proviso to section 48. Copy till here first. New page you can copy. This will be section 10, subsection 4C. Done? Now listen. 5th proviso to section 48. Come to page 233 of our module 1. of our module 1. Listen now. Sorry, 234. 234 of our module 1 on the top. Listen now. This is our page 234, first module. 5th proviso to section 48. Exemption of foreign exchange fluctuation gains from capital gain tax upon transfer of rupee denominated bonds. That's the heading. Copy that heading here. Quick. Heading यहाँ copy करो. चलो. चलो कर लिए. Now listen, divide this into 4 trees. Provision, sorry, conditions, implications of 5th proviso, features and example. करो जल्दी. I'll explain what is rupee denominated bonds. Everything I'll explain with this. Important amendment for your examination. This amendment is applicable for the students writing in November 2020 examination and thereafter. This amendment is applicable for CA final students, not for CA inter and all, only final. Now I am reading the Baer Act from page 234 of your module. Exemption of foreign exchange fluctuation gains from capital gains tax upon transfer of rupee denominated bonds. Rupee denominated bonds. Bole to I will invest in dollars. Company will give me bonds in equivalent rupees. The certificate will be given by the company in equivalent Indian rupees. That's why it's called rupee denominated bonds. Provided also in case of an SEC being a non-resident, any gain arising on account of appreciation of rupee against a foreign currency at the time of redemption of rupee denominated bonds of Indian company held by him shall be ignored for the purpose of computation of full value of consideration under this section. कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आया? Listen now. I'll try to explain with an example. So where do we have to write this example? कहाँ लिखना है? Under fourth tree. Under fourth. अब सुनो. Mr. Mark, सुनते जाओ. Example 1. Mr. From buy 1,000 bonds of Infosys. 1,000 at the rate of 1,000 per bond. Clear? In year 1, who will issue the bonds? Infosys. So total invest is 10 lakhs. Total investment is 10 lakhs. He invested in foreign currency. 10 lakhs is in Indian rupees. He bought 1,000 bonds at the rate of 1,000 per bond in foreign currency. Company gave a bond certificate of equivalent of 10 lakh rupees. Which year? Interest rate is 12% on the bonds. In year, Mr. Mark sold the bonds. Sold nahi, redeemed at par at the time of maturity. The bond was issued for 1 year only. He redeemed the par and gave back to Infosys. How much? He has to give the certificate of 10 lakhs, he will get 10 lakhs. So what is the benefit to Mr. Mark? Interest. Clear. $1 in year was 70. In year became 62 rupees. अब बोलो, रुपी अप्रिशिएट हुआ या डेप्रिशिएट हुआ? Rupee got appreciated. Rupee got. Now see the logic. You are Mr. Mark. How much you received in dollars? $1.62. For 10 lakhs, how much? 16,129. क्या हुआ बाबा? You invested how much for 10 lakhs? 286. Deduct. This is your benefit. 18. When Chidambaram was finance minister, Chidambaram said, you got this many dollars. If you convert, you invested this many dollars. This is benefit. You have to pay tax on it. But Arun Jaitley said this is wrong. He purchased bonds of 10 lakh of rupee bonds. He got 10 lakhs on redemption. Agreed he is getting extra 1843, but that is only due to fluctuations in Indian rupee. That is only due to foreign exchange fluctuations. That is only due to rupee appreciation. Then this benefit will not be taxable. As per fifth proviso to section 48, because the benefit arise only because of foreign exchange fluctuations, and that to your rupee appreciation. How much did he get allotment for? 10 lakh rupee bonds. Redeemed also 10 lakh rupee bonds. That too at par. Technically speaking, no gain. But if you are calculating in foreign currency, you are getting a gain. But that gain will not be taxable, provided the asset is rupee denominated bonds and the benefit is on account of rupee appreciation, foreign exchange fluctuations. Let us read once again now. Exemption of foreign exchange fluctuations gains. In my example, it is $1843 from capital gain upon transfer of rupee denominated bonds, provided that in case of an SEC being a mark is a non-resident, any gain arising on account of appreciation of rupee, 70 became 62. Rupee is not depreciating, rupee is appreciating against a foreign currency. Foreign currency is dollar. At the time of redemption of rupee of an Indian company held by him shall be ignored for the purpose of computation of under this section. Am I clear till here? Copy this in example column, quick. Sure. Done? Now listen. Now write. Case example 2. Example 2. What if the bonds are redeemed at 10% premium? What if bonds are redeemed at 10% premium? Answer. Now listen. Now see how answer will change. So now, how much will I receive now? 11 lakhs. How 11 lakhs? 10 lakhs plus 10% premium. Now tell me the value. 17,742. Investment is same. Give me benefit. How can it be same? 3, 4. Copy till here. Only this part. Only this part copy. ठीक है, divide this into 2 trees and write $1843. 1843. What answer you got in the previous one? Take the balance there. One six 1613. What is first one? 1843. Arrow mark down. Not taxable. Balance how much? $1613. Taxable, as it is not on account of appreciation of rupee. As it is not on account of appreciation of rupee. समझ में आया? Sure. We are done with exam. Start the conditions now. Note down conditions में. SSC is a non-resident. Where are you writing under conditions? SSC is a number 2. Invested in India. Third one, in rupee denominated bonds. Next point, in foreign currency. In foreign currency. Next point, such bonds are held till maturity. Such bonds are held till maturity. That completes the conditions. वापिस बोलो conditions, I forgot. You are a non-resident. You are investing in India in bonds in foreign currency and you are keeping the bond till maturity. Next tree क्या है? Any capital gain arising on redemption of rupee denominated bonds only on account of appreciation of rupee shall not be taxable. Shall not be taxable. Next one, features. First one, if there is a loss on account of rupee depreciation, if there is a loss on account of rupee depreciation, such loss can be set off and carry forward. Number 2, fifth proviso to 48 will not apply. Fifth proviso to 48 will not apply. If the bonds are transferred before maturity. Next, fifth proviso to 48 will apply. Third feature, to the person holding the bond. Whether primary or secondary. Clear? This completes fifth proviso. Concept very simple. You invested 10 lakhs, you got 10 lakhs, but you're getting more in dollars because rupee got appreciation. That's not the fault of the investor. We will not tax him. Now comes to this concept says interest is also exempt. Interest is also exempt. Listen now. Exemption in respect of interest on rupee denominated bonds. Second tree. Any interest income received by Mr. Mark on rupee denominated bonds, but there has to be issued between this date. It has to be issued between this date, then the interest is exempt under section 10(4)(c). Interest income is exempt. Clear? 10(4)(c). Note, if the bonds are issued apart from above dates, not these dates, any other date, interest on are taxable at 5% under 115A. This will be covered in taxation of non-resident. Copy this quick. The last tree. 47, clause 17, AB, arrow mark down. If a non-resident, this is a capital gain topic, it's not a transfer. If a non-resident transfers GDRs in IFSC, International Financial Service Centers. देखो, if a non-resident transfers GDR in IFSC, the transaction will not be treated as transfer. The transaction will not be treated as transfer and no capital gains. Provided the consideration is received in foreign currency. So this was an amendment concept, sir. Rupee denominated bonds. यहाँ देख लो. Fifth proviso says if you are getting extra dollars because of rupee appreciation, we will not tax. Interest on the bonds, if you receive on those dates, exempt, other than those dates, taxable at 5%. If you are selling the bonds in IFSC, that is also no capital gains, not transfers. That is the concept. Rupee denominated bonds बोलतो bonds issued by Indian companies to foreigners or foreign investors in equivalent Indian rupees. They will give you dollars, but you will issue the certificate in rupees, equivalent rupees, rupee denominated bonds. Thank you so much. See you in the next session. Have a nice day.